Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play of Crusader Kings 2. This is our Irish Spring Let's Play where we're kind of looking at Crusader Kings 2 with a bit of a deeper look for some of the newer players. Trying to explain everything and go a little bit slower. I must apologize, my past three videos were recorded in 720 instead of 1080. I like to record Crusader Kings in 1080 because there's so much small text to look at. So I do apologize, it was my fault. I borked a setting on XSplit. That's why that happened. So I can't promise that it won't happen again, but we'll try to make sure that it doesn't happen again. Anyways, so at the end of our last video, we were kind of taking a look around, and we were thinking about what we wanted to do with this guy right here, Earl Olaf. And we noticed, in looking at him, that he has a strong claim on the county of Osrage. So, we're thinking that we would like to press that claim for him. The thing is, right now, the Earl Domnall of Osrage here is pretty strong. He has about 1.8k troops, and he also has an alliance with the Petty King of Gwynedd, who is very strong. So, I mean, it's definitely an option. It's a pretty good option. But I don't know if we want to hammer down on that. We do have an alert here, I noticed, to imprison Mayor Rumen of Lumnik, but I don't think we're going to do that. Yeah. The reason that we can imprison him is because he was misappropriating funds. We saw that in the last video, but whatever. I don't really care that much. All right, so all right, let's just unpause and keep on rolling here. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit of an extra bump to our levy reinforcement rate, which is good because we're not at our max levies. Okay, we have received credible reports of a recent sighting of the Great White Stag in the province of Tuatmumain. Saddle my horse. Let's go. So like I had mentioned, I think 2 videos ago, most of the early game when you're an Irish start like this is going to be spent with a lot of hurry up and wait. You're going to set things in motion, and then you're basically going to be waiting until a claim fabricates or you get the opportunity to revoke a title from somebody, and then you got to jump on it. We've gathered our followers and our hunting dogs. We've saddled our horse and prepared our weapons. We are ready to hunt the Great White Stag. Okay, well, looks like we're going to lose some prestige. You've spent weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace of your prey, but are forced to return empty-handed. You're sure that no one's impressed by your failed adventure. But hey, we already got this revoked, so we're good to go. Okay, it looks like one of the children has grown up. So young Celichin has finished his education in the ways of war. It seems he has learned all the basic skills required. So basically, it didn't work out that well. He ended up only becoming a tough soldier, which is the rank 1 out of 3, which is not very good. So he is not what we wanted him to be. Oh well. Very good. So we're going to sit here. We're going to gain some money. We should be making a little bit more money now that we are personally holding Dun Nasaid. We should also be gaining a little bit more prestige since we're personally holding that. We do still owe Jewish moneylenders 350 gold. We owe them 350 gold because you have to pay. That's another bad thing about taking out the loan. It's because you end up you have to pay them back 350 regardless of when you pay them back. So I guess the 50 gold is just an interest fee that never grows, which is kind of weird. One cynical comment after another. I could not take it anymore. I even tried to bribe Senetig so he would shut up and stop firing cynical remarks at me. Stop it, please. So here's your coin, you cynical man. And we got that event because he is cynical and he is always making these cynical remarks. So, and we don't like cynicism, so we had a random event. Okay, so the Pope is now up to, this will put him up to what, 44? Oh yeah, very good. Good deal. You know, there could come a time where we might want the Pope to be in our corner about something. Generally, I don't ever get the Pope's opinion of me up high enough to really do anything too cool with him, like claiming titles and stuff. But there are things that you can do. If the Pope likes you enough, you can just basically outright claim a title. Let me see if I can find an example of that. Yeah, claim. So what we could do here, if the Pope really, really liked us, we could be like, hey, Pope, you know, I want this title. And if he really liked us and really hated him, there's a chance that for 100 piety, the Pope would be like, okay, yeah, that belongs to you. So, but as we can see, this request would be denied. Who is this? Okay, he became willful, idolizer, and curious, the same as the other guy. So we're going to give him a learning education. Sorry. And I guess we'll stick him with Kolob. Now, when we get back up to 350 gold, we probably will not immediately pay back the Jewish moneylenders because since we already owe them that extra 50, the only thing that's hurting us right now from having that loan out, we're not accruing any more expense. It's just that our bishops and the Pope like us 10 points less because we owe money to Jewish people. I was especially invited to my friend's sermon, and it was a catastrophe. The poor man stumbled, lost his words, and it was all an incomprehensible mess. But I didn't dare tell him that. I did not dare tell Bishop Kolob what I thought about his sermon, so I just smiled and nodded nervously when Bishop Kolob talked to me. So he seemed to like me anyway, so he approved of our shyness. Are we shy? Oh, we are shy. Oh, I don't like shy. I don't like it at all. Oh, so now we have a claim on Osrage too, so we wouldn't even have to press the claim for the other guy if we did oust him. It's going to cost us 60 gold. We'd lose 100 prestige, which stinks. But, you know, I think we're going to go ahead and do it. Well, I don't know. How old are we? We're 53? See, this is the thing. If say we press this claim, sure. If you don't press this claim while the person who fabricated is alive, so this guy is the one who's fabricating these claims, they all go away when he dies. So we already have a claim here on Osrage, and I don't see us being able to press it in the near future safely. I mean, he is 55, and he is 50. So the only way that this alliance will go away is if one of them breaks it. And to my experience, normally the computer doesn't break alliances very much. So typically what happens is one of them dies. One of them will die, and that's when the alliance will get broken, which he is stressed. So that could happen. I think I'm going to let it go. I don't want to lose the prestige. The money isn't as big of a deal. And we'll just gain 10 piety. And then I think I'm going to move my Chancellor. I think I'm going to move him to maybe Sildara. Let's see. Where is the... Ooh, yeah, definitely Sildara. Yeah. Let me do Sildara. Yeah. I probably should have moved him a long time ago. To be honest, I probably should have. Okay, yeah. Refill those levies, buddy. Okay, now the Pope will like us 59. Wow. So what does the council say now? Oh, they're actually voting yes now. They're actually voting yes. The two pragmatists are voting no, and the reason is they feel like the opponent's too strong for us. The zealot says yes because he doesn't really care, so he's looking at what the other people are voting. The glory hounds are all about it because the war itself would be difficult. That's the thing. Glory hounds always want to go after bigger targets. So, yeah. But we're not going to attack them right now because he has 1.8k troops. Gwynedd has 3k troops. So That's a grand total of about 5K troops, and we can only get a hold of 2.8. So they would definitely have us outnumbered. The best thing that we could hope for if we did go to war with him would be to try to get troops like a bait. Like we could try to trap them into attacking us in Lagan and take. They would take a straight crossing coming over from Gwynedd, which would be probably enough to get the job done, but it's kind of a gamble. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to hang out, just wait, just relax. You know, we could start investing in our counties a little bit. We could, do that with our money. It's a thing. It's a possibility. I mean, we are trying to build a war chest, so it would be good if we could let our money get up to 500 before we started spending money, so that we could get that out of the way, and then once you finish the war chest, you get a buff to your taxes for like 10 years or 3 years or something like that. Okay, so our granddaughter, who is strong already, lacks a childhood focus, so we want to give her thrift to try to make her a genius and strong, which would be amazing. Unfortunately, under the current law, she has no chance of inheriting. If we wanted to give her a shot at inheriting, we would have to switch over to elective monarchy. Or I don't even know if we could do it under elective gavelkind, but if we did elective monarchy, we could choose her as our heir. The only problem is that we would have a negative from choosing a female heir. But, we could do it. Elective generally is pretty safe up until the point where you end up having too many. Up until the point where you actually have electors other than yourself. Like right now, if we switch over to elective, it would be completely safe because there's only one elective in the duchy, and that's me because I hold the duchy title. Under elective, the ruler and each lower ranked vassal can nominate a successor from among themselves and legitimate children. So right now, basically, we would have a vote, and then this guy would have a vote. But if you hold all the holdings yourself as the top level, you don't have any vassals, basically, that are counts as a duke, then nobody gets any votes. So you can see why elective can be really good, but it can also bite you square in the buttocks, too, if you're not careful. I've had it bite me before, many times, but generally you want to get away from gavelkind as quickly as possible, because all it takes is an improperly timed death, like a poor timed death, untimely death. There we go, an untimely death, and all your gavelkind plans can just get flushed down the toilet. Oh my God, what's he up to now? 74? Jeez, he loves us. He loves me. Could he get money? No. He does like us, though. He does like us. He might even go for a divorce. I don't want to divorce anybody, though. Yeah, he dislikes us a little bit because we have free investiture, which free investiture is something that is very, very important to have if you are gavelkind, because it's pretty much the only way that you can make sure that the person that you want to inherit will inherit. Because you can name your other sons as successors here, and then that disqualifies them from inheritance. So, or if you have people in your bloodline who would be title claimants, who are ambitious. So if we look here, if we just type in ambitious, we can see that this nephew here. Oh, what is that? Why is it? Okay, so he is not ambitious. He's got something else here that's amb something. I don't know. Flamboyant schemer. Okay, yeah, flamb. So it's just looking for those letters. But then if we, so we can see this guy right here. Oh shit. It's not really what I wanted to do, to be honest. Yeah, I don't want to. The reason I don't want to do that is because he doesn't like us. So it's definitely gonna mean that he's not gonna like us. Opinion. Well, this guy's content, so we would probably never want him to. Even though his scores are pretty decent, they are pretty decent. Are your eyes gouged out? Oh my god, your eyes are gouged out. What happened to you? When did your eyes get gouged out? When were you in the Byzantine Empire, I guess I should say. If you send the spy master to spy in the Byzantine Empire, they can gouge your eyes out, castrate you, all sorts of weird things. And it's just a part of their culture. You know, if we catch somebody spying in our territory, all that we can do is just imprison them. But yeah, because they're Byzantine, I think it might even be a Greek thing. They can put their eyes out. Okay, we have okay. Our son had a son. Okay, no traits, unfortunate. And this guy needs an education. He has a lisp. Now, generally for courtiers, a good focus for courtiers is humility, because timid you can make into content. And it's good to have a bunch of content courtiers floating around. So let's go humility with this guy, because he's got a lisp, and that kind of makes sense. All right, keep going. We're starting to get a pretty good amount of money. I think we are going to save up until we hit 500 so we can fulfill that ambition of building a war chest. Okay, it looks like there's a fight going on up here. You can tell from the smoke as well. It's probably getting sieged by... Oh, it's a host. Okay. I've noticed that since Conclave came out, there's a lot more host actions going on. Seems like I'm seeing a lot more of that firing off. So I'm not sure how I really feel about it, but... Oh my gosh, it's got even more pacts now. So anybody here with a pact that he has a pact with, he can, like this guy here, the petty king of Briez, he could try to get allied with him. He could try to ally with him. My liege, I've collected a tithe. Money should reach you together with this letter. Good. So 32 gold. It's going to help us get to our goal. My lord, we have received news that Earl Olav of Ermumain has chosen to go into hiding in order to try foil a plot against his life. Okay, so he's now in hiding. He doesn't like us very much. He wants a seat on the council. He actually has pretty good intrigue. Let's see. So we went into hiding. It's probably because we're trying to kill him. You know? Would anybody else join our plot now? Since he's an adult. Okay, we could bribe her. But that's it. So it's really not even worth bribing her, because even if we brought her in on the plot, it only is going to boost it up to about 60%. Which still is not going to be enough. And she might just leave the plot anyways. So we might as well just shut this thing down. Shut down the show. And we could put him on our council. Could also put this guy on the council. Got a few people that want to be on the council here, huh? Right, we'll put you on the council. Because you had a better intrigue score, and you are a powerful vassal, so we'll put you on the council. And I'm going to have you... Actually, I'm going to have you scheme here. See if he's in any plots. And if he gets in any plots, then you guys know what'll happen. What about here? Do we have anybody better than this guy? No. Ooh. Could you do anything else? Not really. You know, I kind of just want to replace you, though. This guy has really good martial. We would gain more troops, so I think I might do that. Yeah. So that's going to piss him off because he thinks he's a powerful vassal and he should have a spot there. But this early in the game, it's not as big of a deal to placate mayors and bishops. The ones that you typically want to placate are, you know, like this guy right here, because, you know, he actually does have a lot of troops, but he's in hiding. All right, well, I guess we'll put a cut in there, and in our next video, we're going to continue to save up towards 500 gold, and you know, if something occurs to where we feel like we could press an advantage here, like, you know, maybe what we'll do is once we get to 500 gold, maybe we could hire mercs and then use them for 2 wars. But the thing is, like 1.8k plus 3.1, I mean, it's gonna be so much. We'd have to hire such a big mercenary band that, I don't know. I mean, we probably could jump on Ostrage here before he could hook up with Gwynedd, which could be really good. I don't know. But with the way Shattered Retreat works now, we probably could only take about half of these units. It's probably not worth it going after them, but getting Lagan here would be pretty good. Would be pretty good indeed. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, game on.